Over the past 24 hours, Moist Critical has single-handedly dismantled SNEAKO's reputation with a slew of damaging and controversial accusations. Hi, I'm the Internet Anarchist. I create weekly YouTube documentaries, and today, I'll be taking on the journey of how Moist Critical, aka Penguinz0, aka Charlie, found himself in a controversy with none other than SNEAKO. SNEAKO was a YouTuber who found success posting introspective videos about life. He would post videos such as the 1 Minute Podcast where he would interview strangers about several nuanced and controversial topics. But during 2022, the rise of Andrew Tate, SNEAKO would find himself streaming daily on YouTube, reacting to content, and inviting controversial political guests such as Nick Fuentes, an alleged white supremacist. After a turbulent 9-year journey on YouTube, SNEAKO's channels would be terminated due to alleged severe repeated violations of YouTube's terms of service, which would lead SNEAKO to move to the platform Rumble to host his content moving forwards. Going back a few months to the 12th of May, Charlie would post a video that would lead to the controversy, a video titled "The Most Embarrassing Alpha Male Ever," and this video wasn't about SNEAKO in particular. It was actually a video that would call out Fresh and Fit podcast for how they talk about women, and how they seem to be continuously making up fictional stories to paint themselves as alphas in front of their audience.
It's super hard to think that anything they say is real when they constantly make stupid fucking claims like this one.
Not to mention they've both shown themselves to be frauds time and time again.
You know, we're both triple digit notch count, he's in the quadruples.
There is no reality in the entirety of the fucking multiverse where this man has slept with one woman, let alone over 1,000 of them. Doctor Strange could peer into an endless multiverse and never find one where this guy has slept with 1,000 women. They just say a whole bunch of made up bullshit constantly.
Many months would pass by, with SNEAKO streaming on Rumble and Charlie streaming on Twitch whilst posting to YouTube, all leading up to the 8th of November 2022, when SNEAKO would come across Charlie's video criticizing Fresh and Fit. SNEAKO would adamantly defend Fresh and Fit, and as the stream continued, SNEAKO grew to be more and more emotionally charged, until he would ultimately resort to trying to drag Charlie's girlfriend into the controversy with this clip.
This is his girl. So there you go. I mean, I told you, like, I could hear it in your voice. The fact that someone doesn't have to abide by those rules, someone could go and f*** a lot of bitches, that it's so foreign to a lot of people's ideas, because when you get brainwashed, when you get told that monogamy is the answer, and you need to go and be married and just settle down with some girl, when you hear other people talking about stories like this, you're like, there's no way it's true, you're a virgin!
Whilst at first Charlie didn't respond to SNEAKO's reaction to his video, his audience would keep talking about the topic, leading to the 26th of November, when Charlie would finally post a video covering the situation. A video that would completely and utterly humiliate SNEAKO. Throughout the video, Charlie would establish that SNEAKO began targeting him due to the jokes he made about Fresh and Fit. But in true Moist Critical fashion, Charlie would not hold back in this video.
And SNEAKO saw this and he wasn't too happy, so he got offended on his friend's behalf, which of course is a very alpha male thing to do. I know SNEAKO doesn't like that nomenclature, he never calls himself an alpha male and thinks that it belittles him, but his fan base is and has been red-pilled and thinks of him as like a no-nonsense kind of guy who tells it like it is, a man's man. And yet SNEAKO cries more than a 12-year-old going through puberty and has very public temper tantrums like a child who didn't get the Spider-Man toy they wanted for Christmas.
Next, Charlie would respond to the insults regarding his relationship.
He's taking it as if I just gave a TED Talk on monogamy, because for some reason he somehow gets lost in like this Winter Soldier episode, like this delusional fantasy, where he starts making a statement on monogamy, which of course had nothing to do with the video I made.
I'm not gonna say names. Someone texted me. He's in a monogamous relationship.
What the fuck are you even talking about? What does this have to do with anything? What does bringing up a picture of me and my girlfriend have anything to do with anything that has happened? And where is monogamy even coming from? You're fighting an invisible enemy right now. You're fighting ghosts that aren't real. Like, none of this had anything to do with the video itself of me joking about a stupid f***ing story that this guy told. Like, it's so weird.
However, this would be almost nothing compared to what Charlie would bring up next, when he would discuss how SNEAKO supported the sexualization of children.
I'm gonna go ahead and talk a little bit more about this. I am pretty familiar with SNEAKO, probably more so than a lot of his more modern fan base is. I first became aware of his content when he got mad at me a couple years ago because I was criticizing a movie called Cuties. For those that don't know, Cuties was a movie that went to Netflix, and it was basically just softcore child porn. It was a movie that focused on twerking and a coming-of-age film that used real children in real positions of like sexualization, where during like a twerking contest they'd have cameras that would go like right into their ass and zoom in. It was fucking disgusting stuff, and I made a whole video talking about how fucked up it is that not only does it exist, but Netflix has promoted it and it's on their service. Regardless of what the intention was or what the message aimed to deliver from the director, it completely missed the mark. By using real child actors and doing the things that they did in the film, it became a movie that was only enjoyed by legitimate, real, self-admitted pedophiles. And I made a video talking about how gross that whole situation was, and SNEAKO made a response to it saying that the outrage around this film is misplaced, and it's actually a good movie.
Americans are like, this is deplorable. I saw this commentator, Penguinz0, who I actually like. There's not a lot of good commentators, but he's like, this movie is deplorable. There's nothing good about it. There's nothing. And it's like he didn't even watch the movie. It's just like he only saw the clips that were gonna piss him off. Or he just got so triggered by the provocative imagery that he just, deplorable. Come on, man. Like, don't you see the reasons why she's doing what she's doing?
SNEAKO has said multiple times, even in his most recent rant, that he does like my content, though I'm pretty sure he just says that to cushion the blow and like tiptoe around it, like before insulting me. This was my first real exposure to SNEAKO, and it's also the reason I don't care what his opinion is of me, because it's coming from a man who likes cuties. It legitimately couldn't mean less coming from a guy who openly defends a softcore child porn production.
Okay, if I ever wanted to get canceled, this is the video. I saw Cuties last night and it was pretty good. It's a pretty good movie. I went in ready to hate like everybody else. I saw the cover and I got clickbaited. So did you got clickbaited. The thing about Cuties is it's not an unrealistic film. Like, yes, it shows children in a sexual way, but this is not unusual now. And the people who are really mad about this aren't Gen Z.
Now, the reason I'm showing this isn't just to debate a multiple-year-old SNEAKO video that he completely ate shit on and had the worst possible take of with this whole cutie situation. The reason I'm showing this is because I haven't liked him since I saw this side of him.
However, many of these points would be overshadowed when Charlie would bring up an extremely embarrassing story of SNEAKO getting cucked.
But I couldn't help but take notice of one of his more recent viral clips where he openly defends getting cucked.
So I wanted to break this down, like, because this was, imagine seeing the girl you love, like, get fucked.
Love her?
Yeah, I do. I love, yeah, I love her. I was about to say I love this bitch. I'm like, nah, let me not say that. I love my wifey, my queen.
And you allowed the love of your life to get fucked by another man.
What happened to the other?
I'm crazy. The first time, as soon as I saw it, like 3 pumps in, I just got up and walked out. I'm just like, I can't. Like, feeling traumatic thoughts, like seeing her with another person. It's a lot. But I think it's something everybody should do just to test. You know what?
It is a legitimately super sad thing to sit there and listen to, because SNEAKO is very clearly bothered by that whole situation, but is trying to play it off like a deeper message, like, no, this is actually a good thing, and in fact, I recommend every guy out there try letting their girl get fucked by another man. Then you'll know if it's real, if this is the person you want to spend the rest of your life with. It is fucking tragic to listen to.
Days later, on the 29th of November, SNEAKO would post a tweet with a collage of YouTubers who he's beefed with in the past, with Charlie being front and center. With Charlie unanimously being crowned the winner by the masses, SNEAKO would continue to post tweets dissing him, whilst Charlie ignored him and moved on with his life. But this wouldn't last long, as on the 13th of March 2023, Charlie would have a massive feud with SNEAKO through Twitter, and it all started with this one tweet.
Pattern recognition. This collage is everyone who advocated for my cancellation.
And after months of ignoring SNEAKO, Charlie would finally respond with this brutal reply, stating,
Holy shit, you pathetic, sensitive, soy little worm. I made fun of you for watching your girlfriend get fucked by numerous other men, and also insulted you for defending child porn. That's not cancellation, that's spitting on you for being a pitiful, sad cock.
The tweet would go completely viral, with it gaining over 12 million views and over 201,000 likes within 8 hours. But the controversy wouldn't end here. In fact, this was only the beginning, as it would set off a back and forth between the two, with SNEAKO replying,
You know in your soul that you would never say that to my face.
Where Charlie would snap back quote tweeting,
You literally have a collage of people that hurt your feelings on the internet. You haven't stopped whining about me for months now, you goofy NPC. Even if you beat my ass in a fight, it doesn't change the truth. You're still a cock who defends child porn.
where SNEAKO would reply with,
"You're not special from the other 10 soy boys who say the same thing. If you got a problem, stop talking on the internet. Let's solve it."
Charlie would then end the interaction with a final tweet stating,
"Yo, your Discord's still working on responses? Brother, I have no problem. You started it and I made fun of you in return. You're upset about publicly admitting to cuckoldry and getting mad at me for bringing it up. You should be mad at yourself. Have some self-reflection."
As of making this video, Charlie has once again won over the masses, leaving SNEAKO ratioed on every single tweet. The only real point SNEAKO seems to have against Charlie is that he could possibly beat him in a physical fight, but even that's unlikely, considering Charlie's Greek god physique. If you're interested in Charlie's rise to popularity, click on the video on screen.